En GTA V hay un montón de cosas que casi nadie usa y una de ellas es el autobús turístico de GTA V. Se supone que te enseña los sitios más importantes de Los Santos y también algunos son muy terroríficos. Pero la pregunta es, ¿de verdad merece la pena? Así que hoy vamos a subirnos y a ver todo lo que nos enseñan. ¡Vamos allá! Muy buenas a todos chicos, bienvenidos a un nuevo video de GTA V. Yo soy ByronX y hoy estamos en un nuevo video en el canal donde hoy vamos a probar el autobús turístico de Los Santos. Así que antes de empezar, suscríbete al canal y deja tu like para más videos así. Bueno, lo que voy a hacer ahora es coger este coche, que es el coche más caro de todo GTA V, que si queréis saber de cómo lo he tuneado, dejádmelo en los comentarios y os subo un video diciendo de cómo he hecho estas modificaciones. Así que lo que voy a hacer es ir al lugar donde se coge el autobús y empezamos. Y vale, ya estamos aquí. Este es el autobús turístico de Los Santos. La verdad que nos van a enseñar cosas muy interesantes y también muy terroríficas. Y vais a cosas que ni sabíais que esto estaba en Los Santos. Así que lo que vamos a hacer ahora es subirnos y a ver lo que nos enseñan.
Capital of the world. On your right, you'll see the world-famous Gentry Manor Hotel, a legendary party hangout for actors and rock stars and people trying to have sex with actors and rock stars. Built in 1921, it's been the scene of some classic Vinewood scandals over the years. One of my personal favorites was Al DiNapoli's overdose in 2002. Smartphones at the ready, celeb spotters. We are now approaching the legendary nightclub, the Dungeon Crawler. Opened in 1996, the club is famously owned by actor Bruce Spade, who has a custom-built elevated VIP table so that he looks the same height as everyone else. Get ready for you closet glam rockers on board. We're coming up to the infamous Tequila La Rock Bar. Back in the day, this was a restaurant run by the mob until it got shut down over the Adam's apple in the soup controversy of 1982. House up ahead is one of the many private residence of action movie director Mark Fostenberg. Fostenberg still maintains he was out of town when a 15-year-old Mexican girl was found dead in his pizza oven in 2007. House of television exercise guru The Craze. You might have seen him degrading himself recently on Rehab Island. Do any of you remember the 80s? Huh! Strange times. This is the home of celebrity wild child Martha Term. Daughter of 70s comedy star Joni Term, Martha spent her teens partying on booze, her early 20s partying on coke, and her mid-20s staring at her shoes on heroin. Ahead is another place to see and be seen in Rockford Hills, the Richmond Hotel. An iconic entertainment industry hangout, sleazy producer types have been promising to make young girl stars here for over 100 years now. See the landmark Weasel Theater, which was opened here in Morningwood in 1930. Some of the biggest movies in history have premiered at this theater, including Blue Blood, Shoulder of Orion, and The Many Wives of Alfredo Smith. Now to our left, ladies and gentlemen, is the famous Richards Majestic Studios. The product placement for classics like Nelson and Naples and Rum Runner and the not-so-classics like Vinewood Zombie and Shoulder of Orion 2 was shoehorned into the final edits right behind those very gates. Okay, people, get those cameras out. This is Portola Drive. You won't get a better chance to spot a celebrity in its natural habitat. As you can see, the recession hasn't hit this part of town very hard. These are some of the most offensively high-end designer stores in the country. And now, some fun trivia for you. There have been a number of movies shot on Portola Drive, mostly awful ones about rich idiots. Is the Epsilon Center. Anyone with red hair, please cover it for your own safety. If you really want to meet a famous celebrity, this place is packed full of them. Take an introductory course. It changed my life. Kiflam! Here is City Hall. This is where the mayor's office is, if any of you care. You might recognize this building from the 20-minute final dogfight to save Earth in the movie Invasion Los Santos. And here we have the beautiful Oriental Theater. Riots broke out on the theater's opening night in 1928 as desperate fans tried to get upskirt shots of the legendary silent movie star Miriam Turner, much like you're doing today, except with really heavy cameras. My daughter tells me it isn't politically correct to say Oriental anymore, but considering some of the other common terms for Asians in the 1920s, the name could have been a lot worse. There's a saying that to go to Los Santos and not see the Oriental Theater is like going to China and not visiting a burger shop. I've never really understood what that means, but... And here we are, back on the Strip. As they say in Vinewood, that's a wrap, folks. I hope I managed to take your minds off the economic downturn for just a little while. I'd like to remind any Europeans that 1% is an insult, not a tip. Enjoy the rest of your vacation.
Y hasta aquí el video de hoy, chicos. La verdad, el autobús turístico está curioso, pero tampoco es nada del otro mundo. Si te ha gustado el video, deja tu like, suscríbete para más videos de GTA V y nos vemos en el próximo video. Adiós.